And this is a great example. I don't know what Thomas is going through lately, but his feet are pretty scratched up. So I'm going to avoid all of those. Like never massaging scratches or wounds is very
Megan's
important.
also my stigmata and some sort of allergic response, liver toxicity, something or other.
Let's take a moment. Normally, especially in cooler months, a lot of people with the feet, there's less circulation, so they're cooler, so I will rub my hands together to make heat. When I feel a calm, that's unnecessary. He's pretty warm as it is. He doesn't need extra heat. So a more cooling touch is going to be more beneficial. Touch. Use my fingers as well. And I use my breath. Notice my elbows don't bend because I'm leaning my weight in. How's the pressure? And I always check here. It's a great time, just before the massage begins, it's a great time to check in with what kind of pressure the person likes. If they're like, too much, I want more, you start to use that here. I'm pointing his toes, and I'm inner spiraling so that you see his feet aren't like rolled out, they're pointing forward. I stop right before I get to the ball joints. For some flexible people, their toes will come right to the ground. Still a complete touch. I'm using my fingers as well. Because Tom is manly, I place his right foot on top first. And notice, even though the form changes of what I'm doing, do you notice it's like the same actions the whole time? I'm really just straight armed and leaning. I'm just moving his feet around, but the same if my hands are out here, or if I'm stacking them. And sometimes you might have to turn it a little bit more. I'm going to avoid the scratches and just work around them. We're reviewing the foot massage. Started a little bit early just to get back in.
I'm parking my car.
Great.
Do you need help with anything? No, thank you.
And then I check in. Sleep point feels pretty good. It's a little firm. How's your sleep going? Yeah. So it's not too hard. It's not super soft. So I'm going to do that just to, nice. I'm going to do the insomnia or sleeplessness voice. I make circles over the bones, and then I pull the toes. So at the same point, so you're doing the fanning out. I'm not, because of the length of the video, I won't go through all 5 points. You have this, right, on your chart. You can draw it out. We drew it out last week. I go through all 5. If I need to, if my hands aren't big enough to reach the outside, I will take 1 foot up and work the line this way. And then moving to the single leg, or single foot. This is same side of my body to his, right, so it's opposite hand. The top hand comes straight down the top. This is what I was noticing was confusing for folks. I inner spiral his leg, and it's pretty taut. I inhale and exhale, lean back, giving him traction. I even shake a little bit. And I release on the inhalation, twist, and exhale. So I'm lifting his leg. You can see it right up into his pants crease. The crease gets deeper. And you can go pretty deep with this. For most people, their legs turn out, so this feels really great to get that rotation. It releases their psoas, it gets into their lower back. And then I work the top of the foot. You can either put the foot flat on the ground, I personally prefer, because I like to sit like this, for me, this feels a lot more comfortable. I work the lines, and it's like the lines go more between the toes. I feel like if you look at it that way, you're going to avoid bone and be on nice soft. And this is something so small, but it feels so nice. A foot massage is like a super sweet thing. I check the point. It's a little firm, so I'll give it a little extra time here. Angela does this with every massage. She says no matter what she presses on this point, I'm more, if I feel the person needs it, I'll do it. So that's going to be your personal preference. Yeah, I do all the lines. It changes for the big toe line, the fifth line. It comes to the arch of the foot. And a reminder with the arch of the foot, the pressure points on the arch line up with the back. So the lower back's closer to the heel, working up. So you can just imagine as a mirror of the spine. And then I can check in that way. Feels like a little bit mid-back, thoracic-y stuff going on. So I know when I get to the rest of the massage, when I get up there, that I'm going to spend more time there. The foot massage is just such a beautiful thing. It's like really, it's one of my favorites. It tells you so much. Yeah, and then bring it down. I'll do the other side. Yeah, starting with these. And then to finish, I always pick whatever the person's body is. People whose thighs turn in, I'll do this. For some people, I'll do this. It really is personal. Something symmetrical though, so you finish with both legs, just as you started. And that's the foot massage. I'm sorry that it was like one-footed.
Yeah.
But if you guys have any questions, I'll do the other foot.
Common question.
All right. What about other stuff? We were going to review thumbing and palming it. What was confusing? Was it how to actually technically do it, or the patterning? Okay. I'll admit, Angela and I.
Vanessa, I think for me, I'm doing it wrong because my legs are hurting.
Okay.
Both this weekend.
Yes, definitely.
And also just because I thought I was getting a full touch, but obviously it wasn't.
I like what you were doing when you were doing the palming, where you're kind of rotating the legs.
Yeah, I felt like I had more too, so I was just making it.
The rocking a leg feels really nice. It is. It's like, well, that's what's so sweet about Thai. It's like not these like super fancy, sophisticated moves. It's just like a nice, gentle touch with good intention.
The key is pretending like you know it.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking life sessions.
Yeah.
Like how all the medical people are saying that. Yeah, it makes me feel so confident.
All I have to do is avoid the blood. Come on.
So I think for me a big thing, because I used to get wrist up in the beginning working with Thai, because I'd see so many people, it would build up. And what really helps me is that I always have this action. Like even though I'm pressing with my heels, like you can feel too, like my fingers are pressing into your feet. And I think it even feels better. Like I can do this, and that feels good.
But
This
yeah,
is
there's like
like-
this chance for my feet to flop around. It feels better that they're contained.
But even energetically, I feel like a complete touch is so much more grounding and calming. Like this is nice, but this is like, oh, you got me. So for both sides, like in terms of your body mechanics, the biomechanics of it, and for what you're offering.